The NBA season has come down to this. This is it. For all the marbles, Game 7 of the NBA Finals. Capital One Arena in our nation's capital. Tonight, the Washington Wizards taking on the Phoenix Suns. Along with Jay Williams, I'm Ed Cohen. Jay, you look at the Wizards coming into play. They know what's at stake. This is it. One game to decide the NBA Finals.
Well, here we are. This is what you dream about. A Game 7. A one-game series for the NBA championship. This has been one heck of a thrilling ride so far. I'm just so grateful to be here courtside to watch this happen in front of my own eyes. This has really been a dream come true.
Oubre to Mikal Bridges. Rubio. Wizards have it. Rubio against the five-time All-Star. Booker to Rubio. To Mikal Bridges. Has a chance. Just off the mark. Beal matched up with Booker. A drive to the basket, but it somehow stays out. Now a steal by Washington. Oh, the Suns come up with the steal. Rubio to Kelly Oubre. Devin Booker can't go down. Smothering defense.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Kelly Oubre with the finish at the rim.
You used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are two different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
DeAndre Ayton to Rubio. Nothing going here on that drive. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Ricky Rubio at the line for a chance at a three-point play. A career 83% free throw shooter. Free throw is good. Gets the three-point play. It's quickly 5-0. Washington basketball. Mikal Bridges. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
Learn from that. You got to be a step ahead of the offensive player. Know that fake is coming again later.
Big pick right there.
Nothing going here on that drive. And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
John Wall has got 2 shots coming. For his career, 78% at the line. And hits the first free throw. Able to convert on both free throws. Here's Rubio into the front court. Leads 5. Booker sizing up Beal. to Mikal Bridges. The Suns with 4 to shoot. Booker to Kelly Oubre. Beyond the arc for 3. And he's fouled. Good play by the shooter.
You know what? That's an even better play by the defender. I like the foul there. Send a message. Nothing easy.
He's going to have to earn it now. Kelly Oubre is going to get a chance at 3 here. For his career, 78% at the line. First one, count it. And he hits the second. And he hits all 3 free throws. It's Washington with the basketball. John Wall goes to work, and the rebound comes down to Booker. Rubio into the front court. 10-2 the score. To Booker. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Devin Booker trying to cash in on the three-point play. A career 84% free throw shooter. The free throw, good. And they add 1 more to the lead. It's up to 11. Wizards at the controls. Wall guarded by Devin Booker. Knocked loose. Picked up by the Suns. Oubre. That pass stolen by the Wizards. Screen coming. Oh, if you're a fan, you love the will and the want. Knocked loose. There it is, John Wall. Missed his first. That one goes.
Another possession they were forced to take a tough shot. This time they got it to go, but they need to do something different to start creating more open look opportunities.
The drive right to the basket. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Devin Booker at the line for a chance at a three-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. The free throw is good. Finishing off the three-point play. The lead grows to 12. Into the front court. It's Wall. He'll run the offense. And they call the foul. Jay, he was there too late.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
First free throw is good. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Into the front court. It's Booker. His team leads it by 10. to Mikal Bridges. Oubre. Booker up against Mahimi. Look out, Devin Booker. 3 for 4. Good start.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Wall matched up with Booker. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Booker with it. Lead stands at 10. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
Oh, he should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Ricky Rubio trying to cash in on a 3-point play. Hasn't missed yet. Free throw up and good as they open things up to a 13-point lead. Wizards with the basketball. Wall. And a chance coming up at the line.
You never really want to foul a shooter, but if you do, ensure they're going to have a tough time converting. That's good knowledge of personnel.
First one goes down. And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. Here's Rubio up top. Lead is 12. To Booker. Look out, Devin Booker. Looking good, 4 for 5.
When the ball is in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Thomas into the front court. Trailing by 14. Curling inside. Thomas. Short jumper won't fall. Oubre to Booker. Here comes the screen. Rubio. Now ready for a couple of free throws.
Now here's your chance to make them pay for making you the target of hacking. Well, actually, your free throw shooting made you a target, but you can still fix that.
DeAndre Ayton at the line. And he connects on the first free throw. Two for 2 on that trip. Thomas with the basketball. Down a bundle. Short jumper off the mark.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Rubio to Booker. Plenty of contact. The shot no good. Wizards have it. Isaiah Thomas. Defended by the lefty Oubre. Surveys the floor. Smith. Those shots today have been few and far between in what has been an uneasy first quarter.
And Ed, sometimes that's all you need. Just get 1 or 2 to fall. Find the rhythm, find the rhyme. You got plenty of time.
Look out, Devin Booker. He's now 5 for 6.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Here comes the screen. C.J. Miles, guarded by Kelly Oubre. To Thomas. 5 to shoot for Washington. Thomas. Here's a chance from long range. Can't connect. Here's Rubio into the front court. The lead is 15. Here comes the screen. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Devin Booker at the line for a chance at a three-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. Thomas across the timeline. Looking to make something happen to Smith. Ish Smith, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
Phoenix has the ball to Booker. Here comes the screen. Booker matched up with Thomas Bryant. A drive, but he can't get it to go. Shot from the lane won't go.
Seems like a lot of contact on that play. If I were that player, I would pull the ref over to the side, talk to him, express to him how much contact there was so he could look for that same foul call potentially the next time down the court.
Free throw up and good, and the lead's back down to 13. It's Suns ball. Booker. Now a steal by Washington. Here comes the screen. Doesn't have the touch. No good. Slam dunk, DeAndre Ayton.
It's so difficult to block a guy like that with that kind of athleticism and length. Your timing almost has to be perfect, but pretty much there's no stopping him when he's around the rim.
To Smith. To Thomas. Curling inside. Thomas to the basket, but his shot stays out. Into the front court, it's Booker. His guy's up by 15. Nothing going here on that drive. Layup goes down. Well done.
Whew, I don't think anyone saw this one coming, but it looks like they're trying to send a message. Look into their eyes. They're laser focused. They're playing as if this game is tied.
Ish Smith. Oh, emphatic slam. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
To Booker. Can't connect. Oh, nice find for the basket.
Because in certain players' mind, it doesn't matter if they're amongst the trees or not. They're always going to be the giant in the paint.
Booker with it. The advantage is 13 points. Wizards have the rebound. Washington basketball. Thomas to Smith. Oh, I thought that was a dunk. Easy.
Not too many times you see a poster for the defender, but that was brilliant.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Crawford to Mikal Bridges. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Ish Smith. Short jumper won't go down.
Hey, lock up.
Crawford to Booker. Easy path to the rim.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
It's Washington with the basketball.
Here we go. My ball.
Ish Smith in a matchup with Booker. Sizing up the defense. Ish Smith. Not that time. A lot of contact. No whistle. Straight on three. At the buzzer. 1 quarter down in this deciding Game 7. And we're back after this. You're tuned into the NBA Finals on EA Sports. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Wizards at the controls. To Wall. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That one off the mark. It's no good.
Hey, switch. I got him.
Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Wall into the front court. His guys down big. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Suns. Wall. The Wizards with 4 to shoot. From the outside, no good.
And you hate to say this, but this is the reality of the matter. Sometimes it takes guys a little while to warm up into the game. Seems like they finally found their rhythm in the second quarter.
Crawford to Kelly Oubre. Nothing going here on that drive. Oubre against the former #1 pick. Crawford to Mikal Bridges. 4-3. Kelly Oubre is going to get 3 shots here. Hasn't missed yet. Knocks down the first.
You know that's easy. They can't guard you.
Second and 3. Got it. Knocks down all 3 at the line. Now the Wizards going to take the timeout as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter.
Get down. Half court. Here come. Go to roll. Hey. Wait on it. Go, sir. Stop. Hey.
Can't connect from in close. The follow won't go either.
And this happens all the time in this league. Sometimes offensively, you're tired. It's one of those type of nights. You combine that with the fact that the defense is hungry and active and contesting everything, that's why shots aren't dropping.
Ice. Screen. Go to roll. Hey. Wait on it.
Crawford. Rubio matched up with Mahinmi. That pass stolen by the Wizards. To Wall. Stuffs it down with authority.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Rubio into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. To Crawford. Here comes the screen. Crawford goes to the left side. Working the outside to Rubio. Deep right corner, Oubre. To Crawford. Short jumper won't fall. Nice follow-up on the dunk there. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Wall.
Hey, watch this screen left.
Finds a shoot for Washington from long range. Misfires. It's no good.
Wait on it.
Crawford to Rubio. Mikal Bridges to Rubio. Trying to cash in. Ricky Rubio. 3 for 3 in this first half.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Here's Rubio up top. His guys holding the big lead. Spins and scores.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Whistle stops play. Timeout for Washington as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Ish Smith.
You're on the island now.
To Wall.
Wait on it.
To Smith. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Deep 2 there. Won't go. It's Phoenix ball.
Right.
Rubio to Mikal Bridges. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. This guy can beat anyone straight up. Devin Booker, good closeout, still knocks it down.
For average shooters, that's not a great shot. But for a great shooter, that's a good look.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
There you go, finally. Shoot your shot.
Into the front court. It's Booker. He'll run the offense. Mikal Bridges to Booker. Has a look. Booker's shot, no good. Wall with it up top. Down a bundle. Here comes the screen. Ish Smith. Shot clock winding down to Smith. Great hustle. That's what you like to see. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Booker sizing up Beal. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Able to convert inside.
Old school equals high percentage.
Suns control the possession. Rubio to Booker. Good defense. He had nowhere to go. The result, jump ball. They don't want to lose this possession. Let's see what they can do with the jump. Into the front court comes Wall. Looking to make something happen. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
See, Ed, that's what I love. You don't need to conserve your energy. You attack that rim with ferocity. You always set the tone.
To Mikal Bridges. Slam dunk, DeAndre Ayton. This is becoming a runaway.
They're getting to the rim at will, probably because we're watching Matador defense. You probably want to get in the way of your defender if they keep trying to attack the rim.
Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Ish Smith to Beal. Big finish at the rim.
And easy, too. Get back on defense.
Suns with the basketball to Crawford. Booker. Ball's tied up. We'll get a jump ball. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Oubre to Rubio. Shot clock. It's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Oh, it's been scrappy. Let's see who can take the jump. A pass stolen by Phoenix.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Ish Smith. No, the Suns come up with the steal.
When you're outmatched talent-wise, you cannot get outworked. Get that ball back.
Oubre to Rubio. Mikal Bridges to Rubio. Now a steal by Washington.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Oubre to Rubio. Here comes the screen. Rubio matched up with Thomas Bryant. To Mikal Bridges. Going to launch beyond the arc. It's Beal with the rebound. To Smith. Short jumper off the mark. To Booker. And finishes strong. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
A pass stolen by Phoenix. Ricky Rubio. Oh, the defense has to adjust. He's 4 for 4 to start this one.
Ricky's never really been the guy to look for his shot first, though he did average a career high in points per game last season, and it all starts with that blow-by first step that sets up his opponent.
Beal in a matchup with Booker. The big man, Ayton, with the rebound. To Kelly Oubre. Mikal Bridges. Wizards with the basketball. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Nice finish at the rim.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Changes coming from both sides right now.
I got ball. I got ball.
Beal to Wall. Has a chance. Rebound for Ayton. Rubio to Booker. Rubio defended by Wall. That pass stolen by the Wizards. Driving right to the basket. Doesn't have the touch. No good.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
To Beal. Nothing going here on that drive. The Wizards with 4 to shoot. Lets it fly from long range. It's Ayton with the rebound.
Get it.
To Booker. Nothing going here on that drive. Off the mark. Trying to cash in. And the Suns secure the rebound. We are at halftime in Game 7. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
It's time for the Rose Report at halftime, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. The Suns absolutely dominated the competition in the first half. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaking. Have a look at the leading scores for the Phoenix Suns. The Wizards have got themselves in a bad situation that seems likely to only get worse. The way they struggle doesn't bode well for them at all. But if they got some fight in them, we'll know right away in the third quarter. These are the guys getting buckets for the Washington Wizards.
Game track. Points in the paint.
The Washington Wizards are in a situation where if I was the coach of the team, I'd hope they'd be insulted by the way they gave up points in the paint. Going into the second half, these guys really need to have some pride and be more assertive around the basket defensively. They allowed most of those interior points in the opening quarter.
Player of the half.
Devin Booker was lighting up the scoreboard in the first half, and I'm not sure the defense will be able to figure out what it'll take to slow him down. He looks like he's in a zone.
Who was cold?
No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half. These are the top plays from the opening half.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining us, and see you again after the game.
Crawford to Booker. Has a look. A shot no good there for Booker. Wizards have it.
I got this play on. Let's go. I got ball. Pick up. Match up.
To Beal. Nothing going here on that drive. Takes stock of the floor. Screen coming.
Watch cutter.
Short jumper stays out. To Mikal Bridges. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
Well, he finished strong because he was able to initiate the contact. When you initiate the contact first, you bounce off the defender, which balances you at the rim.
Crawford to Booker. For three. Off the mark. No good. And scores. Strong take.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Phoenix with it. Booker to Mikal Bridges. Probing the defense to Rubio. Has a chance. Shot by Rubio, no good.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
Here comes the screen. Beal. Can't connect. And a throwdown. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Suns. Wall across the timeline. His guys down big. To Beal. Wall. And the finish. Slam dunk. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ball game.
Washington basketball. Bradley Beal. Oh, 3 for 8. He's got to do better.
You see, the great playmakers see the shot before it ever happens. They recognized how they were being guarded on the previous set, and then they make the necessary adjustments.
Driving's Rubio, but he can't get it to fall. Into the front court, it's Wall. Down a bundle. Get the cameras out. Flash on.
That's going to make a nice poster.
Mikal Bridges to Rubio. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in a game. But the one thing you look for in a defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
And a putback slam.
If you know anything, it comes down to who wants it more. And right now, the offense is just hungrier.
Here's Rubio into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. Now a steal by Washington.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Phoenix has the ball. Rubio to Mikal Bridges. Good look that time, but off the mark. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Wall. Knocked loose. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to do with the defender all over you. Taken by the Suns. Rubio gets it in the right corner. Baseline drive. Booker to Rubio. 5 on the shot clock for Phoenix. Crawford. That no good. Off the mark. To Wall.
Oh, yeah, it's me and you, it's me and you.
That ball's out of bounds off one of the Wizards. Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions. Rubio, defended by Wall. To Crawford. Rubio. That pass stolen by the Wizards. Beal. To Wall. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Wall. Can't connect from in close.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Rubio to Crawford. Rubio to Mikal Bridges. Fires the three. Not done yet. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
Knocked loose. Oh, the Suns come up with the steal. Drives, but a shot won't go down. Picked up by the Suns. Crawford to Kelly Oubre. Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Wait on it.
No good.
My boy, I got it.
It's Suns ball.
Hey, switch, I got him.
Rubio. Probing the defense. Able to convert inside.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
Now the Wizards going to take the timeout as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Is Smith. Oh, great pass. Setting up the basket.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
It's Phoenix ball. Surveys the floor. Here comes the screen. Short jumper off the mark. Thomas into the front court. He'll run the offense. A pass stolen by Phoenix. And his foot was on the line. It's going the other way. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Booker with it. His guys holding the big lead. To Kelly Oubre. It's Washington with the basketball. Kelly Oubre with the finish at the rim.
Well, look, you can't be caught flat-footed on defense. You need to be on the balls of your feet, especially in transition. You have to jab at that guy with the ball, hedge at him. Make him think that maybe you will take him. Maybe you'll fan out to a defender on the perimeter, but still keep him guessing. But when you don't do that, that's easy money.
Thomas. Finish that.
I got it. I got it. Hey, I got ball. I got mine. Y'all get yours. I got mine. Roll. Hey. Wait on it.
Plenty of contact. The shot no good. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
DeAndre Ayton trying to cash in on the three-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. Wall into the front court. Looking to make something happen. There it is, John Wall. Now 4 for 9.
There's a natural tendency when you guard a right dominant hand player to send him left. But for a guy who's a good mid-range shooter, that's wrong. His pace dribble is his left hand. Force him to go right and know that the chances are higher of him trying to drive and attack the rim. That's knowing the scattering play.
To Kelly Oubre. The Suns with 4 to shoot. Fires the 3. Even that shot was tough for Oubre. No good. Wizards at the controls.
I got some for him. Block up. Here you go.
Shot from the lane won't go.
Here we go. Come here.
Here comes the screen. Booker sizing up Bryant. Five on the shot clock for Phoenix. Beyond the arc for 3. No good. It's Wall. There it is, John Wall. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Booker to Kelly Oubre. Won't go. To Wall. Screen coming. The screen sets him up for 2.
Bread and butter. And there are few that can do it better off the screen.
Into the front court, it's Booker. Shot clock turned off as they try to extend the lead. And count the basket. Can't connect from inside. Third quarter comes to an end. The Suns lead it big. The Wizards in control of the basketball as we start the fourth, and they've really had very little go right for them on either end of the floor.
Remember that old line, your attitude determines your altitude? Well, when you see dejected faces on the sideline, that poor body language gave you an impression that they had no chance to win this game.
Wall. Five to shoot for Washington. To Thomas. The big man, 8 with the rebound.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
Wall. Defense making the ball handler work. Short jumper won't fall. Oubre to Crawford. Aaron Baines powers it through.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Had a chance, but it's no good. To Crawford. Here comes the screen. DeAndre Ayton. Slam dunk. At this point, if it continues, it just may be good night, Irene.
And ooh, I like that Irene line.
There you go, Jay.
And sometimes as a player on the defensive end, Ed, you need to draw a line in the sand. You have to find a way to change the narrative because right now the constant theme has been too many easy buckets.
Jay, don't deny it. You're an old soul at heart.
Yeah, I still don't know who Irene is, though.
Me neither. Here comes the screen. Cruises inside for 2.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's diddly.
I got ball. I got ball.
Wall to Thomas. Aaron Baines swats it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Aaron Baines tips it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
To Crawford. To Kelly Oubre. Scores from the post.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Wizards with the basketball. Sizing up the defense. Oh, with the foul. And a chance coming up at the line.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
And hits the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2. Booker with it. His guys hold a commanding lead.
I'm here. I got ball.
Thomas to Wall. Thomas to Wall. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
To Booker. Now a steal by Washington. To Wall. Shot from in close, no good. To Kelly Oubre. To Thomas. Here comes the screen. Isaiah Thomas, defended by the lefty Oubre. And the rebound belongs to Phoenix. To Booker. Trying to cash in. Booker's shot off the mark. Wizards have it.
That's me. I got ball.
Take stock of the floor. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Nothing going here on that drive. Down to 5 on the 24. Knocks it down from mid-range. Wall with it up top. Down a bundle. To Thomas. Here comes the screen. Down to 5 on the 24. Thomas. That won't go.
Defense. Defense, let's go.
To Booker. Nice pass to set things up. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. New blood coming in for both sides. Wall matched up with Booker. The Wizards with 4 to shoot. Smith with a shot, it won't fall.
Misses happen. Don't put your head down. Let that motivate you in the defensive end. Use it for something positive.
Here comes the screen. DeAndre Ayton to Kelly Oubre. Rubio. The Suns with 4 to shoot. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
I remember my high school coach said 1 man can't beat 5. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
Wall guarded by Kelly Oubre. Nothing going here on that drive. Short jumper off the mark. Rubio into the front court. He'll run the offense. Booker to Mikal Bridges. Able to convert inside.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Beal, guarded by Devin Booker. He had all day and all night to knock that one down. Need to hear more chatter on the defensive end.
Ooh, I'm telling you from experience, his teammates will never let that one down.
Mikal Bridges to Booker. Here comes the screen. Booker. Here's a chance from long range. That's off the side of the rim, short. Smith. Can't get the bounce. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
This is where I go back into player mode. If a dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
And he hits.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Into the front court, it's Booker. His guys holding the big lead. Is Smith to Wall. Here's Rubio up top, looking to make something happen. DeAndre Ayton to Rubio. Yamahini sends it away. Slam dunk, DeAndre Ayton. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
Booker's shot, no good.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
He'll go to the foul line to shoot.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
First one, count it. And gets both to drop at the line. Rubio against the former #1 pick. And he buries it.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
Big pick right there.
Wall. Suns control the possession. Mikal Bridges to Booker. 5 on the shot clock for Phoenix. DeAndre Ayton. Mikal Bridges with the strong finish. Whoa, he got up there.
Just showing you that 40-inch vertical.
Into the front court comes Wall. His guys down big. Knocks it down off the step back.
Did you see the distance between him and the defender? You could pretty much put a department store between the two.
Prices coming down. It's the Suns with the victory. And for the very first time in franchise history, they are NBA champions. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been the NBA playoffs on EA Sports. Find out more at easports.com. Until next time, good night.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Suns must be feeling a million different things right now, all of them great. They've done it, NBA champions. Only a select few get a chance to experience the view from the mountaintop, and they absolutely deserve it. Check out the leading scores for the Phoenix Suns. The Wizards are experiencing the kind of disappointment that can't be shared by anyone but a teammate. It's pretty quiet in their locker room right now. I can only imagine how tough it must be. Check out the leading scores for the Washington Wizards.
Game track. Second chance points.
The Phoenix Suns did a fantastic job of closing out on the offensive boards. Even better, they were able to convert those opportunities into second chance points. These guys did an incredible job of being assertive once the ball was in the air.
Player of the game.
Ayton was aggressive today with his scoring, getting his points right at the basket. He put down a crazy number of dunks in today's matchup.
Who was cold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show. Here are the top 3 plays from the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
That's another postseason in the books, and I'm already dreading the wait for more hoops. See you next season.